morning. We are here at the Pooler Mega Pop-Up Farmers Market, and we're here in Author's Alley with a very special guest. Her name is Leigh Lincoln, and she is killing it with her book sales. So we wanted to bring some good information to you about how to sell your books. Leigh, thank you for taking the time to speak to us today.
Of course.
So tell me a little bit about, and you can scan and see her book table, so you can see how many books total do you have?
Well, I have 5 best-selling novels at this point, and then I have a book of short stories and a nonfiction book, and then I was part of an anthology. So
awesome. So your genre is what?
I write inspirational fiction, literary fiction.
Awesome. Okay, so you said that you do, your main marketing tool is to do events such as this, correct?
Correct. I do events, fairs, festivals, farmers markets. I'm out there pretty much every weekend.
Okay, so this is your full-time gig?
Yes.
And before you did this, were you in sales and marketing? Did you sell cars?
Nope. I was a mom.
Okay, so you were a mom. So this selling books was not, or selling in general was not your expertise?
Goodness no.
Okay, all right. So how many? You said every weekend. You're doing hundreds of events. No, that's only 52 weeks.
I do 30 to 40 events a year.
30 to 40. I mean, that's busy. And so this is your tent. You kind of just bring it, set it up, and go for it.
Yes.
So do you? Tell me about some of your techniques with being at a market. How does that go for you?
Well, the big thing is you need to remember to not be pushy. Nobody wants pushy. So you talked about them, not you. You don't say, "Hi, here's my book."
All right, let's practice. So let's just say I just walked up to your table. I'm like, "Hey, how you doing?"
How is your day? Are you enjoying this event?
Yes, it's really great. There's so many great things to see here. Awesome.
So, what has been your favorite table?
You know what? I really love jewelry, and I ran past some homemade jewelry that I really love, and had to buy a couple things.
You know, when I'm in Spain, that is always what I go for. And you know, I go to Spain a lot because I research my books in Spain. Literally, I do. This is actually me on Mas Paloma, Spain. So, yeah, when I say I research my books, I am dedicated. So, you know,
so you traveled to Spain?
I traveled to Spain a lot. I research my books. I am all for research. And so, do you like love stories?
I do. I love them.
Do you know the difference between a love story and a romance?
More sex?
Actually, no. A romance is all tied up in a neat, pretty, happy bow. Everyone's happy. There's this beautiful, happy ending. A love story is like Nicholas Sparks. Somebody's gonna die at the end. It's sob.
Okay, so more tragedy, more.
Yes.
Okay. Oh.
So I wrote a love story. I didn't mean to write a love story, but I wrote a love story. And this one is set, about half of it is set in Spain. And so it is about a man who's dying of cancer, and he doesn't want to die alone, so he convinces this woman to marry him, and then he takes her to Cuba and Spain, where he's lived before.
Wow, that's really interesting. Okay, so that's great. So you're coming in with showing concern about me and how I'm enjoying the day, and then you kind of take the conversation to your books and how making that connection. Now, before we started this video, you told me about one of the odd places that you've sold books. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I will sell a book anywhere I am. And one of my favorite places to sell books, and it costs nothing to do this, is at my local grocery store, or the grocery store of whatever town I happen to be at that week.
Okay, so you're down the street at Publix today, and you're behind somebody in line, and you strike up a conversation.
Yep. Just like we just did then. I try to find something in common, and then I say, hey, you know what? I've got my books out in my car, and 9 times out of 10, this person will follow me out to the car, and usually 10 other people will follow me out to the car, because I always have books in my car. I always have my cash in my car that I can sell a book out of my car all of the time.
So you're doing really well with this. This is your full-time job.
It is my full-time job.
Thank you so much for talking with us today, and good luck today. I'm sure you're going to do great. I can tell already.